He says to me, that is that little place where you found him in the company of Mukhula. That little packing there at the police station, at the premises of the police station. They again, this team took him there. I'm
listening, my lord.
Wait, before I let this video play to the end, I just want to show you the gold spot they're going to argue about here. The accused described place as a police parking lot that is a bit obstructed for anyone to clearly see. Next to it, there are municipal areas, court, fire department, and others. So basically is a mini government complex, and he is absolutely correct. Here it is. But here's the issue here. There are two police stations here. There's SAPS and Metro Police Department next to each other. I believe accused one is describing Metro Police Station, but he doesn't know there are two police stations here, and Brigadier Gininda is taking advantage by describing SAPS Police Station to the court. As you can see, Metro Police Station has obstructed parking lots with lots of trees, and SAPS is clear, and the parking lot is in front of the police building. If the court takes Advocate Beloy's advice, Mr. Mnisi will lose because the video will only show SAPS Police Station, and the accused will be proved to be lying. But if the court grant Mnisi's request for accused one to go to the place he is talking about, he will prove that the accused is telling the truth.
They assaulted him. They assaulted him in order to pressurize him to agree to the pointing out that would have been done a little later on that day.
My lord, just for me to understand, is the station that is being assaulted in front of the police station? Because that's where I met him on the 30th. Is that now the inference that during the day, because he was booked out at 1 minute past 8, it's daylight, he's taken there in front of the police station, at the parking lot of the police station? Am I being told that he was assaulted there by Sergeant Mokhane and these traffic court members? Before I answer, my lord.
Let me take instruction in that. Brigadier, accused is saying to me that, and I'll come and address the court in that regard, that yes, indeed, this is the same spot area where he got assaulted, but it is not like it's an open place. This place is a little bit obscured. He's trying to explain it to me. I can't fathom how that place looked like, except an inspection in loco. I don't think me and the court will be, and whoever that is interested in this case, will be in a position to know how that place looked like, because we don't want to create an impression that he was assaulted in an open field, like in an open field where everybody could see. He says it is an obscured place. It is on those bases, my lord, that because I find it very hard to imagine how that place is. I'm going to request that this court should go and hold an inspection in loco of that place, because I want to counter that argument that says, how possible is it that he could have been assaulted in an open place? I want accused person to come and show this court, come and show me as his counsel for my argument later on that this is the spot that I was referring to. Without an inspection in loco, it will remain an imaginary place for me. Thank you.
kade yasho mayelana nodaba lolu noma mayelana nodaba lwendawo la kade khona-ke umsola oqala athena kwashaya khona-ke ithimba lezesiphoyisa-ke athi-ke ummeli ngesikhathi umtshela ngendalo noma umchazela ngendalo akaze ayizwisise kahlehle ngoba akanawo umfanekiso anawo la mcabangweni ukuthi mhlawumbe indawo itshengakala njengendawo enjani into leyo-ke ngoba ngaphandle ukuthi inkantolo imvumele noma ngaphandle ukuthi inkantolo imvumele yebo ethizeni yena-ke ummeli futhi inkantolo futhi nethimba labeshushisi futhi nabameli nawo-ke njengomsola oqala besenihambe lapho-ke uyositshengisa-ke yona-ke indawo leyo ukuthi ngabe indawo etshengakala kanjani kungabe soyibukile indawo leyo kepha athina-ke indawo leyo kade kungasiyo indawo evulekile ukuthi nanoma kubani noma ubani angaze akuboleke ngesikhathi boshaka ithimba lezesiphoyisa ongaphansi kwaleyo ndawo leyo-ke.
So, but Brigadier, we'll hear the court's views in that regard. But the essence of his story is that same spot area where you found him when he was being prepared to go to Simboto on the 30th. That's the same precinct. That's the same precinct.
Athi indawo yona-ke lo yona ndawo kade ngesikhathi bombona ngelanga lange-30 ngaphambi ukuthi ahamba uhlanga nombotho-ke yona indawo kuyiyona indawo amshayela kuyona-ke.
So, my lord, I'm going to answer this way because I'm really having a difficulty following this version that is constantly changing. I was under the impression, based on what was put to me yesterday, that accused number one was taken to a municipality building, contrary to me saying I met him on the parking lot of the police station. That was what I said, and I was told no. He was taken to the municipality building, and that is where he was assaulted. And at some stage, when the plastic bag was removed from his face, he saw me there. So now I'm being told he's now taken to the police station, which is what I'm being said. So that's the first part I want to deal with, because then I find difficulty to reconcile the two versions that I was told.
I think ufakazi uthola kunzima kana ukuthi kube nzima ke kuthizeni aphendula malodaba lolo-ke ngoba uhlangothi lokuqala liqhamukile noma inkulumo uhlangothi lokuqala liqhamukile ukuthi kwamthatha bamilisa-ke kwibhilidi lakamasipala-ke la washaya khona bese bamqeqanga iplastiki lapho yena-ke ebusweni-ke ngesikhathi bekashaya khona njalo bese uma beqeda ukukhipha iplastiki kuyena-ke ebusweni-ke kwathi ufakazi kulaba thizeni baqala ukuhlangana naye khona-ke lapho-ke kepha manje inkulumo seyabuya futhi yashintsha-ke khona njalo usho ukuthi badimana nenkulumo yamanje noma nodaba lokukhuluma iqhamukile esikhathini samanje ukuthi lapho-ke yena-ke kade behlanganele ngaphambi noma kwisikhulu kusakhiwo noma kwindawo ezesiphoyisa lapho makhona-ke imoto.
Now, secondly, my lord, the place where I met him, and I even tried to explain to the court the sequence of how that structure looked like. I said it's a parking lot, which is part of the police station. It's in front of the police station, and I indicated that as you go down, and when we were dealing with this part, I said it's a shopping center.
Now, wait, don't be fast.
Athi mana lephuzu lesibili-ke uma
interpret.
All right.
athi mana nedaba lephuzu lesibili-ke la athi yena kufakazi wahlangana khona-ke nomsola khona-ke ukuthi kula khona kuma khona-ke imoto ngaphambi kwesakhiwo zesiphoyisa. Athi-ke uma ngabe wehla-ke ngomgwaqo lapho-ke kunendawo-ke lapho shopping complex shopping mall la khona-ke iy'tolo zahlukene abantu bathenge khona-ke lapho-ke.
And I've said next to that, my lord, that is where the municipal offices will be, and then next to that then is the Phosphorus Court. That is now going down towards the police station. Then it's the Phosphorus Court.
Athi-ke uma ngabe uqhamuka lapho kule ndawo bathenga kuyona-ke shopping complex noma imall eseduze nendawo leyo lapho-ke athi inkantolo elapho-ke eduze kwakhona uma soqhamuka uhamba umgwaqo lowo-ke bese ngemuva kwenkantolo lakhona qala khona-ke imizi yasephosphorus.
No, it's Phosphorus Court.
Yes.
Now, after Phosphorus Court, my lord, adjacent towards the right-hand side, that's where Phosphorus Police Station is. And in front of the police station, right at the beginning, there are parking. So I met him right there at the start of the parking. Now, in that space, my lord, there is no obstruction. There is no building. There is no tree. In fact, that place is paved. It's parking lot that is made for cars to park, even for civilians who are coming there or possibly even going to court. There is no obstruction. That is where I met him. And that is a place I refer to. And now, if the assertion is that he was taken there on the 5th of June, prior 2020, prior to making the pointing out, and assaulted, it will be difficult for me to understand, my lord, because that parking where I met him, the entrance even of the civilian walking on foot and cars uses that entrance. It's during the day. How do police officers go and assault someone else in that place? Because that's where I met him, and he's now saying we met at the police station, he was taken there, and he was assaulted by these members, contrary to what I was told yesterday about the municipality.
Lapho khona ke silungiswa engathanda ukuthi ngibuye ngisenzeke khona njalo-ke athi uma uqhamuka lapho kule shopping complex khona-ke futhi lapho eduze khona kunenkantolo bese ngale kwenkantolo khona-ke lapho isikhumulo samaphoyisa esikhona-ke lapho-ke athi uma ngabe ulapho-ke uma ubuka khona-ke njalo-ke yindawo njalo-ke evulekile futhi yakhiwe ngesakhiwo esikahleke lapho-ke athi lapho athi akukho ihlahla indawo nje evulekile uma ngabe umuntu oyedwa ngaze aye khona-ke ayibuka kahle indawo yakhona-ke athi lokho kungenza kanjani ukuthi-ke umuntu bamshaye ngaphambi kwendawo nje evulekile ngoba athi kula khona-ke abantu abavama ukuthi bayenkantolo bamise khona-ke imoto zabo-ke lapho-ke ngaphambi kwesikhumulo salapho-ke police station futhi nabantu abavama ukuthi baye lapho police station bamisa khona-ke imoto zabo lapho-ke noma bayihambela ngey'nyawo nje kuphela indawo noma ihlangothi ukuthi basebenzise uma ngabe beya khona-ke lapho-ke ngaphakathi kwesikhumulo samaphoyisa-ke lapho-ke athi lokho akakutholi kahle ukuthi kuqhamuka kanjani ekuthizeni wathi msolwa-ke lapho-ke washaywa eshaywa ngaphambi kwendawo evulekile futhi athi uma ulaphayana ke eduze ne police station noma eduze nenkantolo athi alikho ke ibhilidi elikhulu lapho ke elikhona ke ngoba le ndawo lena ke indawo nje evulekile nje futhi lapho ke athi akula ukuthi umuntu bangaze bamshaya beshaya ke imini elangahlabile ke lapho ke futhi khona abantu athi beqa bedlula ke lapho ke ngoba thina ngesikhathi sokuqala bekahlangana naye ngesikhathi lesi imoto kade kuyona ke ime lapho ke le parking yakhona ke ngaphambi kwesikhumulo samaphoyisa.
So in essence, my lord, I'm saying I hear what Advocate Mnisi is saying, but I'm having difficulty with these inconsistencies. However, I was not there, and like I said, Sergeant Mokhane and the members who escorted him, I think, can deal with it better.
Athi futhi okugcina ke lapho ke nakade angekho ke ngesikhathi kade kusenzeka lokho ke kepha kuSergeant Mokhane futhi namanye kama-team ezesiphoyisa noma i-team labasisho ezesiphoyisa ke yibona ke bangaze bafike bakhulume ke ngalo kodaba lolo ke.
Brigadier, let me just correct one misconception, a terrible impression that you're painting in the mind of the court. That this is a contradiction. When I spoke about this place, I spoke about it as a place known as a gold spot. I never said it's a municipal building. I said it's a gold spot where there's a police station, municipal offices, a place where small dustbins are kept. There are traffic cop offices. There's also a court, and then there's also a tiny home affairs office. I never spoke about the municipality building. In other words, it's just a complex. It's a complex. So there was no truth that was distorted there.
As a court, please, my lord. That's how I understood it as well as the witness says. I think the best thing would be to play back the tape. My understanding was that the accused was taken to this spot called Golden Spot.
What is the golden spot? What is it? No, Mr. Mnisi, you must take instructions if necessary. What is the golden spot?
That is the name of that complex, man.
Oh, yeah, fine. So it's a golden spot. They call it the golden spot complex. Golden spot.
My lord is confirming. This was not a secret.
Okay,
That's why
fine.
I had to talk to him very loud so that the court can hear.
So it's a golden spot.
He says it's a gold spot. Basically, it's a gold spot complex.
Gold spot complex.
Yes.
And what does it comprise of this gold spot complex?
The thing that I've referred to.
What does it comprise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My lord, I think the best thing is just to go and have an inspection in local.
Okay, fine.
Because Mr. Sibia is saying he wants to draw me and indicate what is it that is there. He's not an architect. I think the best thing is just to go there and have an inspection in local.
So you can't describe the area. You can describe
No, he can't
when he
because
sees
it's-
it.
he's
Okay,
saying
wait. No, it's easy. They didn't fly there. They drove there. Gininda, you want to tell me you can't describe where you have driven your car there.
Yes, my lord.
And you enter. There must be a gate. There must be a road. There must be buildings. You want to tell me an adult like you and him can't describe that there's a road, it's a tarred road, or it has got potholes because our township roads are like that. And this road next to it, it's 4-room houses or RDP houses, and you go, and then there is a shopping complex, and this shopping complex comprises of 3 complexes. Here it's a butchery, it's a bottle store, it's a grocery shop. We live in the location. You can describe that. You can't describe that.
I can, my lord.
And then you told me there's a taxi rank there. So you can't describe that.
I can, my lord.
No, wait. He must describe it because he says he can.
No,
If you
but-
want us to go there, we'll go there.
No, but my lord, another point is,
Yeah.
it is not only him that must describe the
Yeah,
place.
but you said
Also
he's
the
not an architect.
accused. But then accused is saying he wants to draw it, but still.
No, fine. He must explain it first before he can draw it. He must tell me there's a toilet there.
And then I think he
And
must
then
take
these
it to the
toilets are
witness box and explain
facing
it.
the west. And then there's a parking lot here. And
Yes.
this parking lot has got mezzanine tiles or it's cemented. And then the court is there, and then the window of the magistrate is facing whatever, something like that.
No, thank you. But then I'm going to request that then he gets into the box just for this
No, I want
mini
Mr.
inquiry.
Gininda, Brigadier Gininda to describe what he says he met the accused. He says he met him there, not on the 30th. Eh?
Yes.
Not on the day you went to Natal.
No. It was on the 30th, the first time.
On the
when I met him.
30th. Yeah, you must describe for me where you met him. What is there?
Yes.
Mr. Baloyi.
I just wanted to assist because I think we're at cross purposes. Brigadier Gininda is talking about the place at the police station, in front of the police station where he made the accused. But he says the proposition that was made to him is that he didn't meet the accused there in front of the police station, but at a different place here at the Golden Spot.
Right.
And this is also according to my note that they say they took the N3 and then they took the off-ramp to the township of Vosloorus.
Right.
They drove to some municipality, to a place called Gold Spot. It houses the police station, municipality, Department of Home Affairs, and Traffic Department. Then the next part is important. They went to a parking next to a police station. He was ordered to disembark from the vehicle. So it's just a place next to a police station. That's the point that Brigadier Gininda is trying to make. He can describe where he met him, but that's not the proposition that was put to him yesterday. And he's at pains to say the proposition that was put to him is at variance with the proposition that is being put to him now.
Mr. Baloyi, and Mr. Mnisi, what do you say? Mr. Baloyi says the propositions are now different.
My lord, exactly
What is it?
what Mr. Baloyi is, what Advocate Baloyi is saying.
This is what you put to.
That is what I said.
Oh, it's exactly that.
It is exactly
Okay,
that.
fine.
But then Brigadier Gininda says it's a contradiction because I said to him,
fine,
accused was
we'll
taken to a municipal area.
We'll come to Gininda. But you are saying what Mr. Baloyi reads from the record
Yes.
is what you put to Gininda.
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's on page what in the records, ma'am? Sir?
No, it's just my own note.
Oh, your own notes. Okay, fine. So you, Mr. Mnisi, you are saying Gininda is adding other things.
He is saying what is being put to him now.
Yeah.
It's a contradiction because I told him of a municipality area. That is the reason why I then said to him, Brigadier, let us correct the misconception here. I never said accused was taken. You met him at a municipality area. I said you met him at an area called Gold Spot.
Yeah, okay,
that
fine.
houses this and this and this.
Fine,
and
there are
this
two
and
versions.
Yes.
Accused number one's version is that Gininda met him where?
At the place that is described by Advocate Baloyi.
Which is what?
Which is a place next to it's somewhere around the police station parking lot around
Somewhere
there.
around police station parking lot.
Yes.
Okay. Is that where Gininda?
And I don't know how does that look like, my lord.
Yeah, even I don't know.
Yes.
Right? Is that your client's version? Eh?
Yes, my lord.
And Gininda's version, what is your version? Where did you meet accused?
Yes, thank you, my lord.
Your
My lord,
version.
my lord, I met him on the parking lot of Vosloorus police station,
Parking lot,
right in front of the beginning of the Vosloorus police station.
Vosloorus police station.
Yes, and the police station, my lord, is not part of any center.
It's a self-standing building.
It's a self-standing building. The closest building to it is the court, which is adjacent. That's why I said if the police station is standing here, counsels or lawyers who've been to Vosloorus court, they will know exactly what I'm saying. Police station is down there. They are parking as you go up. The closest building that you find is Vosloorus Magistrate Court. It's not part of any center, and that is where I met him. Now going back to my understanding. Sorry.
Okay.
Kade manje waphuma lo daba lolo ukuthi ngahlangana kuphi-ke nendawo ngesikhathi bengihlangana-ke nomnumzana okuwufakazi uBrigadier Gininda lapho-ke athi ngesikhathi bekaqala ukuhlangana nomsola wokuqala ngelanga lange-5 ne u-31st
No,
30 ngelanga nge-30 zakajuni zakameyi athi nake lapho nahlangana ngaphambi kwesakhiwo sezesiphoyisa salapho-ke Vosloorus athi lapho-ke nahlangana ku-parking lot yakhona-ke lapho makhona-ke imoto-ke athi ibhilidi eliseduze-ke ne-police station salapho-ke Vosloorus-ke athi inkantolo kamantshi omncane-ke lapho-ke noma i-magistrate court iyona eseduze-ke lapho-ke futhi athi abameli esele baye lapho-ke bothi bazwisise ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani-ke lapho-ke athi phakathi kwalamabhilidi amabili kuvame ukuthi kume khona-ke imoto zabantu-ke evame ukuthi noma abantu abavame ukuthi bahambe baye enkantolo noma e-police station-ke lapho-ke kepha wathi umeli-ke lapho malana nodaba lolo-ke thina-ke asikaze saba lapho-ke futhi asazi ukuthi umsolo oqala ukhuluma ngani-ke ungakho bacela inkosi enkantolo ukuthi imvumele ukuthi yena-ke bona-ke futhi inkosi enkantolo ihambe iye iyobona-ke le ndawo dala mhlawumbe yindawo esingayichaza sithi indawo ejankana njengendawo enjani-ke uma ngabe siyikhuluma noma sikhona ukuthi sidobe isithombe sayo la emcabangweni ethu uma ngabe sesibonile ukuthi indawo ngabe yindawo enjani-ke ngoba umsolo oqala bekafisa ukuthi ahlale phansi kadobeleke umeli ukuthi yindawo lena enezakhiwo ezihamba ngale ndlela lena-ke bizothi umeli cha wena-ke awuyena-ke umdweli wezindlu-ke ngekho khone ekuthizeni-ke usize noma usilekelele ekuthizeni indawo ejakala njengendawo enjani-ke leyo.
Sorry, there's an application by Mr. Mnisi that we should have an inspection and look. Is it necessary? Because the courts, I don't even have to read the law. I've done it in the past. The court is obliged to conduct an inspection and look if the court itself does not correlate with the information which is presented to it. But if the court can make sense of that information, it may not be necessary. Are you saying we should have an inspection in local?
Well,
That evidence must be critical and vital.
Yes, yeah. Speaking for the state, I don't think it's necessary to have an inspection in loco for two reasons. Firstly, the defense for case number 1 and Brigadier Gininda took about 2 different places. But secondly, I think if it's necessary, video recording of the place or photos of the place can be taken and presented here in court. It's unnecessary to drive all the way just to go and view the place.
Let's hear your colleagues, Mr. Ramsepi and Mr. Numalo. What's your view? Because you guys say you are charged in the furtherance of a common purpose, you must also have a view, or you must be afforded an opportunity.
My Lord,
if you want to address the court.
I'd like to believe, my Lord, that if like the court correctly says, if it correlates and understands what is talked about, there may be no need for an inspection in loco. But here the issue is different, my Lord. I do not believe that Advocate Mnisi and Constable Gininda are speaking at disparity. They are talking maybe different language, but they're talking about the same place, my Lord. What I understood from the evidence from yesterday, Advocate Mnisi said, accused number 1 was taken at this particular place. It's called Goldspot, and it has the following other official businesses, which is Home Affairs, Police Station, Court, and Municipality Building. But the gist of it is that they met outside the precinct of the police station. Even the line of cross-examination says they met outside the precinct of the police station. Okay. So the need for inspection in loco, Mr. Mnisi will motivate it and I'll support it. But the point is this, my Lord, we also have modern tools. We've got modern tools that can bring the technology to court and view the particular area here in court.
All right, let's hear your colleague.
I'm in support of my colleague's submission, Mr. Ramsepel, because I think the issue here, it's a spot where Brigadier Gininda met the accused, vis-a-vis what the accused is saying. So I think that's where this whole issue is about.
Yeah, but you guys are leaving out the most critical thing. The evidence of Brigadier Gininda is this, that it is impossible for me to have met accused number 1 where he says I met him and where he says he was assaulted, because in the periphery of that very spot where I met him, there are shops, there's traffic, there are taxis. How could these police assault the accused number 1 in the open side of what is happening there? There's traffic, there's transport, there are taxis, there are people coming into court on feet. Am I correct, or I heard something else?
No, insofar as, my Lord, the shops, actually, Advocate Mnisi even went to a point of saying that during this time it was COVID lockdown.
Yeah,
I was describing this municipal building that is next to the center to say the place he was referring me to, and that's why I was of the view, my Lord, that is a different spot, because you can't misplace the police station with the municipal offices. The municipal offices and the offices of the traffic cops, because in that building that I was referred to, are independent from the South African Police Service police station. So I understood that the version of Advocate Mnisi of accused number 1 is that we were here next to this municipal building, which is next to the center, and that is why I made reference to say there are shops there are taxis, there's a see-through fence. I will not have given that description if the understanding was very clear that we met at the police station, because you can't mistake, my Lord, the police station, Phosphorus police station, with the municipality building. Those are 2 different structures. Municipal building and the traffic officers building, offices, are not the same as the police station. There's no misunderstanding. So I understood that we met at this municipality structure, and that's where the assault took place, contrary to where I said I met him. That was my understanding.
Yes, May I respond, my Lord?
Hello? Yeah.
Thank you, my Lord. I think the court came up with a very critical point, which my 2 colleagues here have missed out. Because accused says the place where he got assaulted, it is not an open place. It's not like the police took him and stopped at an open place where everybody else would come or can come or would see what is happening when they're passing by. I don't think the police are so stupid, my Lord, to actually have done that. So,
sorry. Apologies, my Lord, I did not even interpret for the accused persons.
Okay, thank you.
Ukhona-ke inkulumo eqhamukile ukuthi-ke ummeli kade acela-ke ummeli kamsolo kuqala-ke futhi msolo wesithathu ukuthi inkosi enkantolo imvumele ngokukhethekile futhi nangokulungile futhi nangokusemthethweni-ke ekuthizeni thina-ke sihambe futhi nenkosi enkantolo nethimba beshushise futhi nabameli benu-ke sihambe siyobheka kahle kahle indawo yakhona-ke le athi umsolo kuqala wahlangana khona-ke nomnumzana okufakazi ukuthi kade yagcinela ngesikhathi ukuthi baqeda kumshaya noma ngaphambi ukuthi yona kashayana ngemuva kokuthi bakashaywe lapho ngamaphoyisa la khona khona-ke ngendawo ukuthi wahlangana khona-ke kwindawo yena-ke angazi ukuthi kade kuyindawo enjani kuma ngabe angazi ayichazeke ngokukhethekile ke bese inkosi enkantolo yabuza ke kumshushisi ukuthi ngabe kusemqoka yini lokho ekuthizeni eyavume mana nesicelo kammelweni eqhamuke naso ke athi ke yebo akaboni ukuthi kubalekile lokho ekuthizeni ke sihambe sobheka ke indawo leko kepha ke uma ngabe inkosi enkantolo ingavumela ekuthizeni baletheke ithombe mhlawumbe kuqhubeke ivideo incane isikhangiso sevideo lapho ke bese wasethela ngaphambi kunkosi enkantolo bese basidlaleke lana ke bese asitshengisa ukuthi yena kahle ngesikhathi bahlangana ke nofakazi wahlangana kuphi ke nofakazi noma washaka kuphi ke amaphoyisa lathi yena ke amshake khona ke lapho ke futhi washo khona ukuthi lapho ke bese abuza abanye abameli ukuthi bona ke bayibona kanjani ke indaba le bese abanye abameli nabo bahambisana futhi inkulumo kaMnumzana uMnisi ke lapho ke kepha kwabuya futhi wakhuluma khona njalo inkosi enkantolo yasho ukuthi mangabe lokho kunesidingo sako kumele ukuthi lapho ke mhlawumbe inkulumo khona ke ihambisane futhi ibe nesihlahla esikhethekile uma beyikhuluma ke inkulumo khona ke lapho ke bese yabuya ubuza kumnumzana okhona njengofakazi la ngaphambi kunkosi enkantolo ukuthi asitshele mana nendawo le ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe indawo ejangala noma indawo enjani ke leyo ke bese wayikhuluma ukuthi lapho ke amabhilidi la amabili ke leyo ofisi la kamasipala ke ibhilidi lapho ke elimele futhi engekho seduze nelukuzana ngesikhumulo samaphoyisa futhi nebhilidi lamaphoyisa lapho ke nalo ibhilidi lapho ke elimele futhi engasondelene nebhilidi la kamasipala ke futhi washo njalo khona ukuthi lapho ke khona ke parking lot khona ke ngaphandle kulabona abahlangana khona ke parking lot khona ke lapho ngaphandle futhi asho lapho ke khona ke ucingo olukhona ke futhi lo cingo yakhona ubone ngale kwalo mhlawumbe ifence khona ke lo fence leyo ke uyakhona ukuthi ubone ngale kwayo futhi lokho yena ke mangazi ukuthi lapho ke bangamshaya kanjani ke umuntu ngoba kade kuseminki nesikhathi bahlangana ke futhi le ndawo lena ke indawo esetshenziswa ke abantu abaningi ke lapho ke indawo yakhona.
Thank you, madam. Brigadier Gininda would try the best that he can to describe that place, to give a picture that will indicate that any person who would have passed there would have seen what was happening. Accused person, on the other hand, is saying it is not an open place. It is a secluded place. It's not like everybody that passes there would have seen what was happening. So it's difficult, my lord, to reconcile these two divergent views, except physical inspection. And physical inspection is difficult to understand as to exactly how that place looked like. You can bring all the technological gadgets that Mr. Ramusipili is talking about, but without physical inspection, and it is not even necessary that accused number 2, 3, 4, and 5 should go there because this has got nothing to do with
that's not the law. Once I do that, they'll say this judge is mad.
As it pleases the court, man.
All the accused must be before the court. And if the court decides to sit on a tree, the accused themselves must also sit on that tree.
Yes, thank you, madam. So
is that what you say, Mr. Muman? Otherwise, the court is not properly constituted. And that's an irreconcilable, irremediable irregularity which vitiates the proceedings.
My lord, I therefore, we can play the record so many times, but playing the record at the same time will not really obviate the howness of that place looks
okay,
like.
fine.
Because at the end of it all, my lord, it will be my duty on behalf of this accused person to make certain admissions before this court, my lord. So I cannot make those submissions from nowhere. They need to be based on a particular thing, my lord. And I cannot imagine how that place looks like now. I would therefore beg the court, in the interest of administration of justice and in the interest of fairness, just try on behalf of this accused person, my lord, that the court exercises its discretion to go and view that area. Otherwise, I'll go there myself, but being there alone, that would not be a court. What I would have observed there alone, then it means I would have to go in there and take the stand and tell the court how that really looks like. That will be valueless, my lord.
How many of us have attended an inspection in Roko? Mr. Balui?
I once did, my lord.
I also have.
The doctor? Hello?
I have not attended.
Also, you imagine the evidence. Okay, fine. Hello?
I've never attended one.
Mr.
I've attended.
How long will it take us to travel to Ish?
To First Flores at that place. I think we've got members here that are from First Flores who can assist.
No, yeah, because there are people who are being housed here. Is that not so?
Correct.
If they were all housed at Mother B, you know?
Yes.
How many are housed at Mother B?
It's one. It's accused number 1.
So everybody's housed there.
Yes, they're mostly here in Kosimampuru. I think maybe in Liokop, Johannesburg. So in Morabi, it's only accused number 1.
So it will take us the whole day to travel. I heard you guys trying to travel imaginary distances. You don't even make provision that there could have been an accident. Or a plane could have landed on the highway. Have you thought about that one?
Yes, my lord. That is why I said circumstances may have prevailed, and Sergeant Mokhani is the one that can best.
So
but that is irrelevant, Brigadier. Why do you factor in what Mokhali could have done? Please, just be ethical. Now, you'll be crying that people do not respect you when you yourself don't respect yourself. What is the relevance of Mokhani's evidence in terms of what this court has just said now?
Okay, let's be organized.
Just be ethical.
Let's have that inspection in Roko. What time do we have it?
I think the first thing, proper security arrangements.
Yeah,
will
that's
have
the
to
thing.
be made.
Another thing, yeah.
So
Jesus.
once that is in place, then we can arrange that. I think perhaps we might need a day or two just to make those proper security arrangements. Hopefully the place still looks the same as it was then, because then
Yeah, the possibilities.
there will be no point if
People might have vandalized it. We vandalized buildings in South Africa. Maybe it's no longer there. Even the police station, maybe it's no longer there. They've banned it.
Yeah. But
And the
there's a-
municipality offices also may be banned
Yeah.
because they want to ban the evidence of stealing.
Yes, but the suggestion of video recording, to me, that is
It's
the
the
best
best.
option.
Mr. Mnisi says it won't show anything.
My
The
Lord, I
video.
think,
So somebody takes a video camera.
My Lord, I think whilst we're making that arrangement, because that is just but a particular point in my cross-examination, I think in the meantime, I can proceed with my cross-examination, but having in mind that at some point we have to go and view that place.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your time there, Mr.?
It's 10 past 3.
Okay, let's adjourn until tomorrow then.
Yes.
But we'll continue the cross-examination.
As it is the